You've likely heard by now that Google has a fancy new assistant to compete directly with Apple's Siri and Amazon's Alexa. It's matter-of-factly named the Google Assistant, and it can do a lot of things to help make your life easier. But how smart is it really? Is it so smart that you should ditch your current phone for a Google Pixel or buy a Google Home for your living room right now? Well, let's find out. So what does the Assistant have going for it? For starters, it's really accurate. Both on the Pixel and Google Home, it is quite good at recognizing what you're saying. As with any technology, it's not perfect. A particularly loud room, especially one with a television playing loud dialogue, can cause difficulties for the Assistant, but generally it is able to cut through the noise and find your command or question. This isn't necessarily new territory for Google. It has utilized voice search for years, which has always performed well from an accuracy standpoint. But the Assistant takes it a step further with more natural conversations. For instance, you can ask the Assistant something about the Detroit Red Wings, and then ask a follow-up question without mentioning the team name, and the Assistant knows you're still referring to the Red Wings. More conversational AI is great and shows the lead Google already has in this space, but it doesn't add much value to the everyday with Google Assistant. It's helpful when figuring out various trivia questions, but it doesn't work for everything yet, particularly with integrated smart home tech like Philips Hue bulbs. If you ask Google Home to control your lights, you have to make sure you say lights every time, no matter the previous command. So if the conversational aspect doesn't make the Google Assistant a must-have, what is it really useful for? First, you should know the Google Assistant is not equal on all devices. It can do things on the Pixel that it can't yet on the Home. Most of these involve personal interactions, things like sending messages, adding events to your calendar, and setting reminders. If you want the Google Assistant to live up to its name, to be a great digital personal assistant for you, your best option is the Pixel. Unfortunately, that's a $649 option at its cheapest, and it's far from perfect on Google's first smartphone. It can't identify songs, it can't read your text messages, it won't let you add specific items to different lists in Google Keep, all of which you would expect a full-fledged assistant to be able to do. And that's just a small sample of features that the Assistant currently lacks. But not to spell all doom and gloom, there are a lot of interesting and useful things you can do with Google Assistant on both the Home and the Pixel. Let's take a look at a few of those. Hey Google, change the lights in the living room to purple.
Sure, changing 3 lights to purple.
Okay, Google. What's on my calendar for Thursday?
Here are the events you requested. First up, you have a calendar entry on December 8th at 7 p.m. The title is Game Night.
Hey Google, add strawberries to my shopping list.
Okay, I've added strawberries to your shopping list.
Okay, Google. When do the Red Wings play next?
Detroit Red Wings' next game is today at 8 p.m. when they will play the Winnipeg Jets.
Hey Google, make an animal noise.
Sure, here are 3 animal sounds. A humpback whale. A cuckoo. And a blue jay.
Now, some of these features are legitimately helpful, like being able to control your shopping list in Google Keep, or the various smart home uses, which are expanded thanks to IFT integration. Others are mostly silly, but fun, like playing trivia or the numerous Easter eggs hidden within the Assistant. Hey Google, who let the dogs out?
I wish I could tell you, but that song never did reveal who.
All of it adds up to a product that feels like just the beginning. The Google Assistant isn't so smart right now that it will blow your mind. It's not your personal Jarvis or the digital manifestation of Alfred Pennyworth. It may make your life easier in bits and pieces, like setting a timer while chopping the onions for dinner, but it's not going to revolutionize your life. Not yet. If you were to buy a Pixel or Google Home, you do so knowing that you're buying based on the potential of the Google Assistant and less on what it is right now. So, how smart is the Google Assistant? Well, it's pretty smart, but it can and hopefully will quickly become much, much smarter. Thanks for watching, and be sure to stay tuned to Pace Tech for more coverage of today's best technology.